So I'm gonna drink some water, and so are you. Water break. When's that water from? 3 days ago.
I don't remember. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Long Sistance podcast. I'm Sabrina.
I'm Gemma. I need something lighthearted, and I need to laugh because this has genuinely been a very difficult week. You know, like by like world standards, it's like first world problems, absolutely.
Yeah.
But then also, obviously you can't escape the news. You are like I am trying to control what I consume about it because I want to be informed, but it's so dark.
It is. It
And
really is.
imagine working in a school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine the questions I've been asked.
That's the thing. Kids will have
And
questions.
also, I did have a colleague her flight was cancelled.
Yeah.
And obviously somebody had told them. So then they were concerned. My colleague's absolutely
Yeah.
fine. But yeah, no, it's been a week.
It has. And I think I always find it difficult because people like to listen to podcasts like this as escapism.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, do we want to like say something?
Yeah. But
But then I think maybe acknowledging it is enough.
yeah.
And then going back to what we usually do because
Yeah, absolutely. So my thoughts are with absolutely anyone that has been affected by this war. And it is an incredibly terrifying
and
time.
realistically, all wars.
Yeah.
Because, there are so many ongoing at the moment,
Yeah.
so many. Most of them don't get the media coverage
No.
that they deserve because it isn't beneficial or controversial enough to us in Europe or in the West.
Yeah.
So no, it's hard. And also like, especially when the kids were kind of like asking things,
Yeah.
it's so difficult to know what to say because you don't know what they know. For example, I do have a couple of students who are very, very young, but their parents are very transparent with them about a lot of things.
Yeah.
But some of it isn't age appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, obviously you can't decide what is appropriate to tell somebody else's child. Only the parents can decide that. I would
Yeah,
like to
absolutely.
clarify. If that's how they're raising these children, absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
However, you do have to be aware that these kids then come to school
Mm-hmm.
and maybe other parents are trying to avoid that topic with their kid.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I do remember our parents, they very much would let us watch whatever they were watching on the TV. And I do remember watching the news as a kid and watching things like Crime Watch. And
Oh,
yeah, we used to watch Crime Watch when we were in primary school. And if you
I
don't,
watched the full thing of 9/11.
yeah, if you don't
Who
know,
thought that was appropriate?
yeah, if you don't know what Crime Watch is in the UK, and do you know what? I don't actually know if it's still on.
No, I
But
was going to say, is it still on? When I got older, obviously, I did used to enjoy it, but I remember there were many a night I was scared.
yeah, I don't know if it was something that was on monthly. It wasn't on all the time, but
I think it was maybe monthly, yeah.
yeah, it was on the BBC and it was a programme basically trying to bring awareness to crimes that had gone on in the UK that hadn't been
Been solved.
Yeah, so there
Yeah,
would be
asking for
reenactments.
witnesses. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it would have like the telephone number to call if you had any information. And the reenactments, they were scary because these are real crimes that have happened to people. And I do remember watching that. And then every night after we'd watched that, I'd lay there in bed like, oh God. So I do think that we need to be mindful about what kids are exposed to, especially now more than ever, with the access that they've got to the internet. The things that I saw
Exactly.
on the internet when I was a kid, and it's only worse now.
Well, because you were much more like into the internet than I was. Like
Yeah.
I obviously used it,
Yeah.
but I wanted to talk to my friends after school, or I wanted to go on the Doll Palace, or I wanted to make a Pixo website, or
Yeah.
like I was very innocent in that regard. Like I
Yeah.
never saw, but you knew a lot about a lot of things, and I remember
Yeah.
you tell me,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was like you were the older sister in that respect.
Yeah, absolutely. I was definitely exposed to things online a lot sooner than you were, but I don't really
I think you
remember
knew how to
how.
work it best.
Yeah, yeah,
I was like looking for like glitter graphics. So
yeah.
like, welcome to my Pixo.
I do remember Pixo. I loved it. Your
Fucking
your
loved it.
website was always really sparkly. You always had loads of glitter gifs and stuff.
Did an HTML code on that bitch.
Yeah.
It's like 11.
I do remember
No, I think I was older than 11.
when you could like program it so that it would have a song play as soon as you opened the
Do
webpage.
I?
God, good times.
I should have been a web designer.
But I do also remember, so we were talking this morning because Ian Huntley has died, who was a murderer in the UK who murdered 2 little girls in the early 2000s. And I do remember watching the news when that happened.
But do you know? So I don't know how aware I was of this when it was happening, because obviously we were very young.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I knew he was from our area.
No, yeah, because he was from where we lived at the
Yeah,
time.
well,
Or I don't know if we'd moved to Lincoln at that point.
no, we hadn't. We were in Grimsby, I think.
Yeah, and he was from Immingham.
He was from Immingham, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know if I was aware of this like connection,
Mm,
but I was convinced that he was like gonna come after us.
yeah,
I was convinced.
yeah.
And then around this time as well, there was, because this is obviously after 9/11,
Mm,
so there was a lot of this kind of stuff on the news, a lot of anti-terror, um, missions and stuff like this. And there was this guy, and they were looking for him, and I remember he had one eye. I don't remember the name.
mm.
Um, and they were talking about obviously these search operations for him, and obviously he was in the hills of like fucking Afghanistan or something. Like I think they did find him later, living in a
Yeah.
cave, right? I was convinced that motherfucker was under my bed. I
Oh,
was
no.
convinced.
Yeah.
I was convinced. And do you remember we had a Forever Friends alarm clock?
Vaguely.
So it was the shape of a flower, and I think it was purple. But obviously, it used to go tick tock, tick, which my psychotic little mind had decided were footsteps on the landing.
Oh,
So
God.
I would make Dad put the alarm clock in the bathroom
Oh.
before we went to sleep because I couldn't hear it from the bathroom. But if it was in the bedroom, I was convinced that it was fucking Ian Huntley or this terrorist
Oh my God.
after us. Because you don't know when you're little, do you?
No, you don't, you don't. I wonder if they ever laid in bed themselves and wondered, "Why are our kids so anxious?"
What are you bothered about the alarm clock for? Yeah,
Oh
because I
my
don't
God.
imagine I would have been like, because I was also very embarrassed about so many things when I was a kid
Yeah.
because they would mercilessly rip us.
Oh, yeah, it was never a safe space to talk about your
Oh
feelings.
no, like,
No.
and then you'd hear it being repeated to somebody on the phone the next day as well. So everybody was laughing at you.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't imagine I shared that I was scared this child killer and this terrorist were after us. So
Yeah.
they must have just been like, "Oh, fuck's wrong with you?"
Yeah. Why is she so scared of that alarm clock?
Yeah. Tick,
God.
tock, tick, tock. It sounded like feet.
Yeah, I can imagine it, like that really old rickety plastic, like
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, Ian Huntley's dead.
Yep,
Good riddance.
yep, good riddance. Good riddance.
Big ups to the guy that did it. Not condoning whatever he's in there for.
No.
Whatever. Karma's a bitch.
Mhm.
Don't kill
Mhm.
children.
No.
Prick.
So, do you want to ask me how my week's been? No, I
How's your
don't.
week been? Why did you set that up so strangely?
I don't know, I just
Keep that in. I like it.
it's because, like, when I'm editing it, especially when we do just, like, get straight into it, I have to really, like, piece things together sometimes, so I try and make it as easy for myself as I can, and
Why
then
are you
it
trying
just
to stage it?
oh!
I, dear listeners, am trying to give you an authentic experience.
Maybe I just care too much. Well, my week,
Okay.
yes, I'll tell you about my week. So my week it's been good. It's been quite warm here in the UK, which has been
Mm.
nice. Like it's peaking out. I mean, the last
It's
few days,
sprung in.
yeah, the last few days have been a bit more cloudy, but we had a few days in a row of really nice sunshine. It got up to like 16 degrees, and it has such a boost on your mood.
You really don't appreciate it when you're younger, do you? But then I think also you start working. And every day, because at school, though I suppose I kind of still get this because obviously I work at a school,
Mm.
things are kind of defined by the weather. So you know that when you start getting up early, you know it's like winter. Then when the sun comes, you know it's almost summer. So you know there's a
Yeah,
break coming. Workers that don't work at school, no, do you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like office worker, everybody else in the world essentially doesn't have that.
yeah.
So it really does make a big, like, on your
Yeah,
mood.
honestly, because I go for a walk every day after work, and for the last few months, it's been dark every time I've gone out. And
Mm.
a few walks this week, it's been sunny when I've gone out, and it's just been so nice. I sold a lot of clothes on Vinted this week, and so for reference, I have lost like 5 stone since February last year. So I've gone down a lot of dress sizes. And I like to get a lot of trousers from Lucy and Yak,
Mm.
and every few months I've been going down a size and then I sell all of the ones that I've got on Vinted.
Then buy the new pair.
Yeah, but I've done a bad way this time, and I've sold everything, and I don't get paid until next week. So I haven't bought anything new, and I've sold everything and I've sent it all off, and I've just got nothing to wear at the minute.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
What are you
honestly.
doing?
So I think what I've got at the minute is I've got 2 pairs of trousers and a skirt and a pair of dungarees, and I'm just gonna have to kinda cycle through those until I get paid or until I get the money from Vinted,
Mm.
and then I can buy some more stuff.
When you, because you work from home,
Mm.
do you get fully dressed every day?
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Okay.
Just because I have done it before where I've kinda stayed in my pajamas and then just put, like, a jumper on so that it
Mm.
looks nice, but I feel so
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't feel that's excellent for your mindset.
no, I don't feel very motivated on days like that, so I do try to put on actual clothes every day.
Yeah, because I wear pajamas to sleep. Well, I have, like, lounge wear. Oh, I don't like saying that, but you know what I mean? I have, like, house clothes. Delete
Yeah,
lounge wear, that sounds hideous.
loungewear.
Lounge. But, yeah, so I have, like, house clothes, and I have house clothes that are a bit nicer.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would buy specific housewear
Yeah, I
for
get that.
working from home, and then the rest of the time be in, like, more casual stuff, I don't know. Casual, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's interesting,
Yeah.
isn't it? I do need to get new pajamas as well. It's like at the minute, I just need to get new everything and
Yeah.
all at once, and it's so much money. And then I'm at that point in the month where all of my hair products are running out at the same time. I'm like, guys, can we please stagger this a bit?
But, because my hair products are kind of fully stocked, but my skincare
Mm.
is, and that's kind of staggered, which is kinda nice, but then there's never a break.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Like,
always
every week is
something.
another €30.
Honestly, every month I think, "This is the month I'm gonna finally put some money away." And then I run out of something and I'm like, "Oh, here we go. That's run
And
out. Let
then
me
it's
grab
like,
the
well,
rest
if
of it
I
now."
spend 10 more, I'm getting free shipping, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
spend 20 more
yeah.
because I'd rather have the money in my hand than to go on the postal service.
Honestly, no, I feel like I really need to sit down and do a proper monthly budget because I am very much the kind of person that underestimates how much I spend every month. Yeah. Like,
That's the worst kind to be. I tend to overestimate
yeah. So
to
I
prepare myself for the worst.
never have any money left at the end of the month because I just spend it all as soon as I get paid, and then for the rest of the month, I'm like, "Phew, this is gonna be a tough month."
Oh, this is a long month.
And I have a good job, and I get paid well, and I'm very privileged, but I've just got no
You're
money
just bad
sense.
with money.
Yeah, I am. I'm bad with money. I am chronically bad with money.
I used to be, definitely. Like, when I first moved out, got my student loan,
Mm.
I was like, "Well, nice. Had an
Yeah.
overdraft, brilliant."
Yeah.
But, you soon learn that, well, I soon learned you that's extremely stressful.
Yeah. No.
That's extremely stressful, so,
Yeah,
you gotta be
it is.
careful.
But I do want to save money this year, so I've been doing a lot of overtime at work, and this month, I'm determined to still have money left at the end of the month.
Mm,
So I get paid
mm-mm.
on the 15th. I get paid on the 15th of every month.
Yeah.
But I'm so busy at the moment, and it's entirely my own fault. I just keep taking more things on my plate. So
Yeah.
I work full time, and then I do overtime as much as I can,
Yeah.
and then I'm learning a new language, so I have a language class twice a week, and then I've now also signed up to do. Oh, I obviously do the podcast, and I've also signed up to do a course in digital marketing.
Mm.
So I'm just don't have enough hours in the day.
You are constantly going.
Yeah,
Constantly. I used to fall victim to this, basically, because in Italy, school breaks up on the 8th of June every year. In the UK, usually it's like towards the end of July,
yeah,
like the 19th is like a number in my head, but I don't think it's like a set day.
yeah,
I think it's just like the third week of July or whatever.
yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong. So we have the first week of June, we have 3 weeks of June, all of July, all of August, and
Mm,
then we don't go back. Some teachers go back like start of September, but I don't go back till mid-September, right?
okay.
That's a lot of holiday.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it hasn't always been like this. Like in Rome, usually I would have like August off.
Mm,
But still, like that's one whole month. Okay. And it's so nice for the first few days,
yeah.
like the first couple of weeks. But then by the end of it, you're like, I
Bored.
want something to do. So then I would take more stuff on. So I like go in like a few days before and help prepare material unpaid. Or then I'd be like, okay, well I have these hours and then I'm going to take on these as lessons in the afternoon and, and then I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And then it got to March, because March is always the hardest month for an English teacher, I find, because everyone decides that they want to do exams in May. And I would be burnt out.
Yeah.
I would be absolutely destroyed. And so this year, especially, is the first year that I'm taking less afternoon lessons. I'm doing my hours at school, do a couple of hours, a couple of times a week in the afternoon, and then I just need the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think so because I have ADHD, my brain likes to be busy.
Mm.
And it's like a blessing and a curse because
Mm.
my brain can handle a lot and likes to have a lot going on, but it also doesn't warn me, oh, girl, you're taking on too much and you're getting burnt out until I hit the burnout. And then
Yeah,
I'm like,
there's no warning sign. It's just a crash.
yeah, I wake up one day and I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. So,
For the next week.
yeah.
Mm.
And I have been really tired lately and I have not been drinking enough water. And I really, my brain is telling me, you need to drink more water. I want to drink more water, but I'm not doing it.
Are you feeling thirsty? Or are you
Yeah.
just aware? Oh,
Yeah, I'm thirsty right now. And I have maybe less than a glass of water a day at the minute. Yeah.
how are you surviving?
I
Are you
don't
drinking something
know.
else?
So
Are
I
you
have
back on
been,
the Pepsi?
yeah, I have been having more Pepsi. So I want to cut down on the Pepsi and go back to squash and water.
Mm.
But
But do you find that it's because you're so tired and because you're so busy, you're going to the Pepsi for like comfort or like I deserve a treat?
I think a treat. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been working a lot the past few weeks and I'm just doing whatever I fucking want.
Yeah.
Like there's no moderation for me at the moment. Whatever I want, you've got it, princess. So I'm like, deserve a treat, deserve a treat, deserve a treat. And I'm really not doing anything special. I'm not saving
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. So if anyone has any tips on how to drink more water, I would love to hear them.
I've got a tip.
Yeah.
Take your water, put it to your fucking mouth. But why aren't you doing it?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing that I find frustrating with myself is
Mm.
I have these things that I want to do. Like I want to save money. I want to drink more water. I want that. But I'm the one that doesn't do it.
But current me, no.
Yeah. There's this like overarching me that's like, these are the things we want. And then little active me is like, no.
Looking at the one way, like it's like a fork in the road. Like I could go this way and do it, or I could go
Yeah.
this way.
One way has the rainbows and the birds singing. The other side,
And the money in the
forest.
bank account. The other's got a massive bottle of Pepsi Max Cherry.
Yeah. Like I am honestly the only thing that stands in my way.
Isn't that usually the case?
Mm.
Also because I discovered this kind of years ago, really. But you can kind of control your mood to a certain extent.
Mm.
Most of the time.
Okay.
Okay. You know, obviously if something really bad has happened, you can't
Yeah.
control how you feel about that.
Yeah.
But you know, like sometimes you get into a bit of a slump and you're like, can't be bothered. I'm well aware that I could make myself feel better.
Yeah.
And I choose not to a lot of the time.
Mm.
So can't be bothered.
Yeah.
And it's just self-destruction, isn't it?
It is. It's like sometimes when I wake up, I know if I have a shower before work, I will have a much more productive day and I will feel much better. And sometimes I lay in bed and I'm like, if you want to have a shower, you need to get up now. And I just don't.
And I just don't.
Yeah,
I just continue
don't.
scrolling.
Yeah. Why is that? Why do we do that? I think it's like the instant gratification kind of thing.
That's it. If I don't get instant gratification from something,
Yeah.
I'm not that bothered.
No.
And
Because,
that's no way to be.
yeah. Like having a shower, there's a lot of steps to it, isn't it? You know, it's like getting out of bed, getting undressed, getting in the shower, washing
But it's
your
not
hair.
even that. It's getting out the shower.
Yeah. Like when I'm in the shower, I'm happy. It's getting out of
Love
the
it.
shower, doing my
It's-
hair and stuff.
Drying my hair, moisturising.
Yeah.
I fucking hate moisturising. And I'm making myself do it after every shower
Yeah.
because I started in the summer and I saw a huge difference.
What kind of moisturizer do you use after the shower? Because I bought
Yeah.
like an aerosol spray that's specifically for after the shower.
Yeah.
And it's so much nicer than using like a tub where you scoop it out and
Well, at the moment I've got a Nivea one that's like infused with oil. But I have to say, if you don't really dry yourself off and then rub it on, it's a lot easier than like I always used to get out of the shower, get dry, and then put it on, and then
Yeah,
obviously, like, it's a pain in the arse.
yeah.
It is so much easier to do it like that, and it really is not difficult, but it's, like, one thing that I've got to do that I'm like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
Because you know when you've got to do like, for example, emptying the dishwasher?
Mhm,
Our dishwasher is not very big, okay? It's one of the smaller ones. It takes less than 5 minutes to empty that.
mhm.
Why does the thought of emptying it fill me with rage?
I don't know.
Fill me with rage. And then I start to really resent Francesco because he's not doing it in that moment.
Yeah, yeah.
And I tend to be the one that's at home more. So if you are the one that's at home more, you do tend to do more of the chores. And you know, he empties the dishwasher when he sees it needs doing. So
Yeah.
that he doesn't do it. But if I happen to see it, need to why do I have to see this every day?
Yeah. It's like, if I want something from the shop is maybe a 10-minute walk away from me,
Mm.
and every night I go out for a walk for an hour and a half, but the thought of doing that 10-minute walk to the shop, I'm like, I
Going
simply
to the
could not.
shop. Yeah, like,
No
oh,
way.
why would I want to do that?
Yeah. I'm like,
No.
I don't even want it that badly. I'd rather just not have it. So, I don't go.
Do you know, sometimes though, I start to feel like that with like going out for a walk or like if I need to go to the shop, like you say.
Mm.
And then I think about seeing people.
Oh, yeah.
From my house to the supermarket, it's 5 minutes,
Yeah.
maybe. I'm very unlikely to see anybody that I know. And even if I do, hello. Like when you're
Yeah.
in a normal mindset, that's fine. But if I'm having like a non-verbal day,
Yeah.
the thought of like seeing people
Yeah.
or the thought of it's really sunny, so I want to wear my sunglasses. But then if I have to go to the shop, I have to change the glasses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if I want to listen to music while I go to the shop or do my walk, but then I see somebody where I have to take out the headphones.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's such a minor thing when you're feeling normal,
yeah.
but that will stop me going.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. My goodness.
Yeah, no, some days it'd be like that. We've got to struggle on in this little old life.
Indeed. But
Mhm.
just going back to the digital marketing course that I'm doing,
Oh yeah, sorry.
I just want to talk about it briefly because I think that a lot of people in the UK don't know about this, but there are a lot of government funded courses that adults in the UK can do for free to increase
Hmm.
your skills and make you more employable. And if you just look up free courses for adults in England, there's a lot of level 2 and level 3 qualifications that you can do in all kinds of things. And you contact like the main centre and then they put you in touch with your local college. So my course has been
Huh.
done through Lincoln College. And you don't have to pay for any of it. You can do one course at a time. So as soon as I've finished this one, I could do another one if I wanted to.
Hmm.
You have to pay £150 to start the course and don't complete it. But as long as you complete it, you get the qualification and it doesn't cost you any money. So if you're, I think it's over 19 in the UK, have a look, see if there's anything you want to do on there because I don't think that they advertise it.
That's really interesting. No, why don't they advertise that? Because that is a really nice initiative.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all kinds of things. Like you can do qualifications in health and nutrition, you can do qualifications in counselling, all sorts. So,
And why they're not putting that out there? Because I speak for my generation, our
yeah,
generation. What have the government ever fucking done for us?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Literally nothing.
No.
Raised uni fees.
Yeah, yeah. After promising not to. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
after
know.
they promised not to.
Yeah. So, do you remember when they made that auto tune of Nick Clegg apologising for doing it?
Yes, but I wish I could hear it.
We couldn't keep all our promises, above all our promise not to raise tuition fees. And to those people, I say this: sorry, we are sorry, we are sorry. The Liberal Democrats are sorry.
Oh my god. I think I might actually have it on my liked
I'm
songs
sure
on
you
Spotify.
do. I'm sure you
Do
do.
you
That
remember
stupid
do you remember
prick.
that period of like when the news was being auto-tuned and there was like,
Yes.
oh my god, there was quite a few American ones that we used to listen to. Oh,
Amazing.
I'll have to find them and send them
There
to
was
you.
quite a few David Cameron remixes as well.
Yeah.
That was
Goodness.
brilliant.
I actually had a dream about David Cameron the other night. Like he was
A
yeah,
nightmare.
he was one of the main characters in it, but
What?
I
What was he
digress.
doing? Ruining the economy? Kidding. He was not the worst one we've seen.
No. Anyways, I think that that's about covers my week.
David Cameron and marketing course.
David Cameron and a marketing course. There's a title for you.
I don't think we should advertise that as like the title.
God.
I think people would see David Cameron and click off.
Yeah.
I personally would.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he lost his child in a pub?
Yeah. Do you
If
remember
you're
when
not from the UK, he went out for Sunday lunch, to a pub with his family, and I think they'd gone in 2 separate cars, him and his wife, because they had, like, security detail and stuff with them,
Yeah.
and I don't know if they got home or they were on the way,
Yeah.
and they clocked that neither of them had their daughter.
Yeah, it was only, like, a tiny tot. Oh my god. Do you remember when it came out about the things that him and his friends did in university?
With a pig?
With the pig? Yeah. We
I
won't
do.
we won't get into it, on this episode, but if you wanna
There's
Google David
there's
Cameron
quite a
pig.
good autotune remix about that, I
Was
remember.
there? For God's sake.
Yeah, fuck the Tories. Anyway, my week, it's not been as interesting as yours. Not dreamed of any politicians.
No, maybe tonight.
I hope not. I suffer enough when I'm awake. Not a lot, like you said, temperatures have been going up. Sunny today. Francesco said it was about 20 degrees, but I just looked a minute ago and it was 16, so I don't know
Oh,
what he's
wow.
on. Yeah, no, it's nice, but it's almost Easter, which is what gets teachers through
Yes.
the next break. Also, because we don't have half term out here because we have such a long summer,
Yeah. Oh.
so it can be really, really long.
Mm.
Yeah, I need some sunshine. I need to be outside in it.
Yeah.
I need to touch some fucking grass,
Yeah.
honestly. Like I went
No.
out on the balcony. I don't usually go out on the kitchen balcony, but we've got there are like other gardens surrounding ours, but then on one side of the house is a park. It's a
Mm.
nice park. And I'd forgotten
Oh.
that the park was there because that's not the way I walk to work.
Yeah.
So I looked up and was like, that's beautiful.
When did they put this park here?
No, it is. It is nice.
Mm.
I just never go that way and it slipped my mind.
Yeah, I know that there's a lot of nice woodlands around where I live, but I never go there.
Beautiful area.
Yeah. Like, we've got a really nice park not far away. It's, like, one of the best parks in England, but I never really go there. Why?
Not that close.
Well, it's only about 20-minute walk away.
Yeah, but then by the time you've gotten there, you've done half the walk.
True, true. Maybe I'll go there. But then it's also, like, I would like to do my evening walk there, but it's getting too dark too soon.
Yeah, no,
and
no
there's no
thanks.
lights in that park. So,
You couldn't pay me.
no, maybe when it's lighter evenings, maybe I'll start walking around there.
That is a really beautiful park, actually.
Yeah, and it's got this part where the squirrels are really tame, and you can feed them nuts, and they'll come and take the nuts right out of your hand.
We used to do that as kids, you remember?
Yeah, yeah. I go, like, when I go to that park, I tend to go to feed the squirrels.
Hmm.
We should go
Yeah,
next time you come home.
we should. So I'm gonna drink some water, and so are you. Water break. When's that water from? 3 days ago.
I don't remember.
Maybe you should get sparkling water.
Oh,
It'd,
no,
like,
I don't
fill
like
that.
sparkling water.
Okay, fuck off then.
Well, the thing is, like, obviously I drink a lot of Pepsi Max, but I prefer it when it's flat.
Feel like I used to.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
no, not so much. You know, I had 'cause don't I don't like ice very much.
I love ice.
Yeah, no, it hurts my stomach. And yesterday I was in a bar and I had a Coca-Cola and she said ice and lemon. I said, no, thank you. And she's forgotten. And
Mm-hmm.
I had also forgotten until I'd poured it and took a swig and been like, there's ice and lemon in that. And then there was nowhere to like chuck my ice.
Yeah.
We were inside.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be like, oh, can you go through that?
Yeah.
So, but I couldn't stay very long. So I had like an hour to drink this Coke. But I felt like I was drinking it really quickly.
Mm.
And the stomachache I had after.
Really?
Oh, awful.
No.
I could feel it swishing around.
Do you get stomachache after having, like, ice lollies or ice cream?
No.
Huh. I
Mm.
wonder why. It was just the ice.
I only remembered when I started to feel my tummy go a bit funny.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's not like something that I've made up. But I remember one time I was in a bar with my friends or a restaurant maybe. And we'd ordered a random Aperol Spritz. And I'd said, can I have mine without ice? And he was like, no. And
Yep.
I was like, sorry. He was like, I can't do it without ice. And
Yeah.
I was like, and we were speaking in Italian. And I was like, what do you mean you can't do it without ice? Just don't put the ice in.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can't do that. And I was like, okay, well, then can you please bring me another glass to put the ice in?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Blah, blah, blah." And then my friend was like that didn't need to be such a big deal.
No.
And I was like, no, but she was like saying it to me, I think.
Yeah. What?
And I was like,
Like, you were the
yeah,
problem? Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Like I was being high maintenance. I think that was what she was getting at.
Hmm.
And then she was like, clearly he just thought you wanted more alcohol.
Ah, I see.
And I was like, well, just say that then.
Yeah.
Or just bring it normally, but without the ice.
Yeah, that's true, because people do ask for it without ice because they think it waters it down and stuff.
I just don't like ice.
I bloody love ice.
Well, should we go and get an Aperol Spritz together?
Yes. You
be
have all the
getting
alcohol,
mine.
I'll just have your ice.
I don't really drink anymore, though.
No, I don't. My favourite kind of ice is when it's, like, the really small chips of ice. I like to
My
chew it.
stomach, I can feel my stomach turn just thinking about it. Yeah, not for me.
Oh,
It's fine.
dear.
I'm very European.
Yeah? Oh, what, do most Europeans not like ice?
Not as much as the Americans. The Americans fucking love ice.
True, yeah, true.
I would find it difficult there.
Just for the ice, every other reason, fine.
Yeah, no issue with the gun laws.
No. No issue with the bigotry, no.
Nope, not a problem for me.
The ice, though, that's where I draw the line.
Do you know what's funny? I hate ice in both senses.
Oh!
Take that!
What an episode. Oh my God.
Let's stay away from the heavy things. Ice, David Cameron,
The Iran War.
Ian Huntley,
Oh God,
the Iraq War, that terrorist hiding in Afghanistan.
Oh my God, we have covered a lot of dark
Are we
stuff
getting
today.
flagged?
I'm gonna
Sorry,
have-
girlies.
When I upload this, I have to tick these boxes, and one of them
Oh
says,
no!
yeah, one of them says,
Have you spoken about the Iraq War? In brackets, illegal Iraq War.
one of them
Sorry.
says, does this contain explicit content? And I always tick yes, because we do swear and I don't bleep it out. So the other box that I have to tick is this suitable for children? Yes. I'm like, no.
Never. It's suitable for babies. Absolutely not.
Not since episode 1. Oh dear.
Have you ever read A Court of Rose and Thorns?
No.
Have you heard of it?
I have. Is it like romanticy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard of it.
Since obviously we started watching Game of Thrones and now we're watching Romans, which isn't fantasy.
No.
But I'm kind of more interested in like historic, like I've always been interested in like historical fiction, but like
Yeah.
now that fantasy part of it, I'm kind of curious. So I was looking because that's one of the most popular ones. And I've read a couple on like Greek mythology
Yeah.
and they were very good. But I just don't know if I was to get up because also I don't really love a romance.
No, I've been thinking the same thing recently because a lot of the podcasters that I listen to, they're all into these romantasy books. And I always think like the books that I tend to read, they tend to be like thrillers and things like that.
Exactly, like a psychological thriller.
Yeah. But
Or
I've never really read romance, so maybe I would like it.
Oh.
Should we start a book club?
We could start a book club.
I normally listen to audiobooks, but recently I've really been wanting to just actually read, and I don't know whether
Yeah.
to get actual books or to get like a Kindle. And
A Kindle's extremely convenient.
yeah,
I use mine. I use it every day.
because I do have my iPad, so I could just download them on there.
It's
But-
not the same.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
because the glare on the screen is different and also the battery's not as good. So my Kindle now is charging, but I don't think I've charged that since I came back after Christmas.
Oh wow, maybe I will get a Kindle then.
Wait, well, I charged it when I came back after Christmas,
Yeah,
and then I haven't charged it since. And
interesting.
it's March, and I read every day on the train. So today it's sunny, and my body is like, fruits and vegetables, please.
Yeah.
Whereas in the winter, my body's like, give me a biscuit. And we have really good biscuits here. Really good biscuits. Are you coming? Say it on the pod so you're held to it. Are you
What?
coming to visit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will.
Okay, well, we are going to do a biscuit tasting.
Like, because we do have a lot of different kinds of biscuits here, and I'm not a massive biscuit person, so
I never was. I do enjoy them more so now, but I think it's because I can't have them all the time. Like a chocolate digestive,
yeah, true. I do like
dipped in a tea.
custard cream.
I always think I don't, but then I have one and I do.
Yeah, I prefer a custard cream to a bourbon.
I feel like bourbon's a bit
I don't really like bourbon.
anticlimactic, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you biscuits like there?
My favourite ones are like in the shape of like a teardrop, and they're called drops. And I can't describe it, but it's basically like a cookie,
Right.
like a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
But there's something about it. It's like nothing you've ever had. At the Lidl, they do like an own brand version, but it's like a dark chocolate biscuit with dark chocolate chips.
Ooh.
And I'm kind of hit or miss with dark chocolate. It's
Yeah.
not my favourite. If you get a good one, I do really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But these, ooh,
Ooh.
they have those. They have ones called Hugs that are like a shortbread. Oh my God, they have so many.
So we talked this morning, and we've both had a long week. We're both tired, and we just want to have a nice, fun. I mean, you wouldn't think so considering the topics we've covered so far, but we agreed that we just want to have a nice, chill, fun episode.
Giggly, yeah.
So I have this card game that's called Pick Your Poison, and the way that it's supposed to be played is it's supposed to
That sounds so lighthearted, doesn't it?
it's supposed to have at least 3 players because 2 of you choose 2 cards and then there's supposed to be a judge, but we're not going to play it like that. What this is basically is a would you rather game. So I've got all the cards in front of me and I'll read them out and we'll but I will just preface this by saying they're both going to be terrible options and a lot of it is quite dark humor. So if you're not really into dark humor, you might not enjoy this part.
If you're not into dark humour, you might not enjoy this podcast.
True, yeah, true.
What are you doing here on
Yeah.
episode 8?
So are we ready to start the game?
I believe so.
Okay, so the first one is, would you rather hand out fortune cookies with bigoted sayings on them every Halloween,
Oh my God.
or have everyone you've ever dated move into your neighbourhood? Yep, 2 terrible options.
Everyone.
Everyone you've ever dated.
Oh, can I explain to the children that I am not actually a bigot?
Can I put a note in with every fortune cookie? This is what I don't believe.
Can I put on their packaging? Opposite day.
I mean, I haven't dated that many people, so I would probably have them move into my neighbourhood. But
I feel like you didn't have to say it like that, but all right. Just call me a slag.
call me a bigoted slag.
So what's next? I put it about and I'm a fascist.
My God. What's it going to be, Gemma? Are you going to hand out bigoted cookies or have everyone you've ever dated move into your neighbourhood?
Right, okay. So yeah, did I want to be a bigot or did I want to consistently run into everyone I've ever gone out with?
Yes.
Wait, what how was it actually phrased?
Have everyone you've ever dated move into your neighbourhood.
Okay, because I don't count like one date as dated.
Yeah, I would say it's like people you've been in a relationship
Like
with.
frequenting. I suppose you get used to it over time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't talk to my neighbours as it is, so
Yeah, probably that. To be fair.
Would you rather stick a needle in your eye
Oh, for God.
or see dead people wandering around everywhere you go? Which I assume means ghosts, not zombies.
Well, that changes things, doesn't it? Because do I want to see
I wouldn't
dead
mind,
people?
I wouldn't mind seeing a ghost, but I don't really want to see a rotting corpse.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I want to be what's her face from Ghost Whisperer?
Oh yeah, what was her name?
Was it Melissa?
Yeah, I think so. Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, oh, that's fine. Even though sometimes that was a little bit scary. Do you
Yeah,
remember when
there
you would
was.
disappear?
There were scary episodes of Ghost Whisperer, weren't there?
Yeah, but most of them were nice and heartwarming.
Yeah.
Well, if I could have it like that, then that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that I would much prefer that to sticking a needle in my eye.
I would prefer most things to sticking a needle in my eye. Well, actually,
God.
would I? What are the next questions going to be? Give me the
God.
needle.
Would you rather cut off your own arm with a pocket knife or find out you'll die 1 year from today?
Find out I'll die.
Yeah?
Brilliant.
I mean, yeah. Actually, yeah.
Quit my job immediately.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And doing whatever I fucking want.
Yeah. Have you seen that film where he cuts off his arm? I can't remember. It's like 127 hours.
20, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I don't think I could do that. And a pocket knife.
I don't think I could. Like, physically, don't think I could.
Yeah. And a pocket knife isn't a sharp tool, you know?
No. No, sorry.
Yeah.
Give me the best year of my
Yeah,
the
that's the
last
thing.
year of my life.
I don't think I would want to know when I'm going to die, but I would rather that than.
But in this option, okay, I've got 1 year. What do I really want to do?
Yeah.
All right.
I want to make the most of both my arms.
Yeah, I'm going to use both of them every day.
Oh my God. Would you rather give a eulogy for someone you didn't know or yell dirty pigs every time you see a police officer?
What country am I in?
Oh my God. One without armed police.
Oh, fuck it then. It's kind of fun.
Dirty pigs. Oh my God. Imagine going
Also
home.
because it's quite like a funny like phrase.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't think, particularly insulting.
No. Imagine going home at the end of the day and your partner being like, "Oh, how was work?" And you're saying, "Oh, it was fine, but some woman called me a dirty pig." Oh my God. But just
What was the other option?
yeah, just for a second, imagine giving a eulogy for someone you didn't know. So standing up at someone's funeral and giving a speech about them and you don't know them.
But okay, this absolutely isn't the same, but like it kind of is. Sometimes when you do like a parents' evening, right? Or like a parent requests like a meeting with you. Sometimes they do it really early on in the school year.
Mm.
I haven't had enough time to
To get to know
get
the
to know
kid.
your child, yeah.
Yeah.
But they insist. And usually I find that these kids are kind of the more reserved, quieter ones. So even if it has been maybe a little bit longer, I don't exactly know yet.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I can't tell you that
Yeah. See,
because it's going to look like I'm not paying attention, and I am.
oh, yeah, that is awkward.
But especially at the start of the year, when you have all new classes,
Yeah.
so many kids, so many names to learn. And unfortunately, like if there is like one specifically like active child or like one
Yeah.
outspoken child or like a few of them, your attention is going there the first few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
So sometimes they ask for a meeting in like October. And it's not a eulogy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I
It's
don't I
still
don't
the
have a
same
lot to
thing.
say.
They're,
Yeah.
they're there to hear you talk about their child. And
Yeah. And I haven't got anything particularly to tell them.
oh, God.
It's always the ones that are like nice kids, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of their learning progress to tell you anything.
Yeah.
And personality-wise, they're more chill. So,
Yeah.
what have I got to say?
Would you rather have triplets with someone you met only once or be tried for treason in North Korea?
Oh. So would you rather die? Or would you rather have triplets?
With someone you only met
North
once.
Korea.
Either way, I'm having a terrible time.
Neither of these are enjoyable.
No.
At least I'd get to see North Korea.
And not just the bit they put on for show.
I'd get to see the real stuff.
Oh my God.
Have
Ooh.
you ever had 3 babies crying around you?
No.
And you only have 2 hands? Well, I have. Get me on the plane.
I mean, really, it sounds like it's almost they're the same situation.
Except one is less overstimulating. I haven't even acknowledged the fact that it's somebody that I've met once. That's the least of
Even if
my
it was the
worries.
love of my life.
Not a factor. What about you?
I think I would rather have the triplets. It doesn't say you have to keep all of them.
Put them in a wicker basket and send them down the Nile. Yeah, that's true, actually.
Leave one at the fire station. This one, I think, is going to be quite an easy choice for us. Would you rather get a tattoo of a teardrop beneath your right eye or have your mother forget about your existence?
Both of them are actually fine to me. I feel like, okay, I know what the teardrop symbolises. But I feel like, what if you got like a diamond, like a press-on diamond? That'd be really cute to like put for the
Can
on
we
the
do
teardrop.
both?
Well, why do we have to pick?
My God. For context, we are both no contact with our mother. So...
And if we weren't, we are now.
Oh, what a shame she's forgotten herself.
Oh, wish we could forget you.
Okay, so interestingly, I have shuffled these, but these are both kind of around the same thing.
Okay.
Would you rather smoke the wrong end of a lit cigarette or eat cigarette butts from a public ashtray?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I would smoke it.
Yeah, I don't imagine that's very nice. I mean, I don't imagine either.
As opposed to eating cigarette butts, number 1. Bad enough even if they're yours. That's foam, mate. That's smoke-flavoured foam. Have you ever had a cigarette in your mouth?
No.
Right. When you have a cigarette in your mouth, because a cigarette smells.
Yeah.
Right, it smells. It's worse when you're smoking it. Yeah. So the thought of eating that smoky foam
Yeah.
that has also been in somebody else's mouth. No. Whatever the first option was, that one. What was that one?
Smoke the wrong end of a lit cigarette.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just burn my mouth. Yeah, I suppose it's over quickly.
I don't think you realise how traumatising it would be to eat cigarette butts.
No, I think that my brain isn't letting me
When
picture
you
it.
come,
Next time I see you,
I'm going to empty the ashtray on the balcony. And you can eat my boyfriend's cigarette butts. That's gross, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, without being rude, if you're careful, you haven't necessarily got to burn your mouth.
I suppose, like, pretty much as soon as you put it in your mouth, it kind of extinguishes, surely. I suppose it depends how hydrated you are. All comes back to drinking more water.
You would set a light.
I want to try one of those water bottles that has, like, this.
I thought you were going to say watermelon ice. I was like, me too.
No, girl.
It's all I think about.
For God's sake. I was
Sorry,
gonna
go
say
on.
one of those water bottles that you put like the scent pods on.
Water drop.
I think it's
That's what
Aero.
ours is called. Oh, Aero.
Yeah. Where it's got like this.
Oh, wait, no, water drop I think is like tablets,
Yeah,
maybe.
you like put the tablets in the water with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like different scented pods that you put on the
That
actual
sounds
like.
to me like the biggest waste of money.
Yeah, well, you know me.
Yeah, true. Talking about.
Would you rather have a spider crawl in your ear and lay its eggs while you're asleep, or have your whole family convert to Scientology?
Scientology, I don't speak to most of them.
Yeah, I was thinking similar. I mean, I think that it would make this podcast more interesting.
Absolutely. We'd have a huge fan base.
Come back next week, we've both converted to Scientology. Would you rather have your Facebook automatically post one conspiracy theory meme each day, or be forced to shout, "God isn't real," at every person who blesses you after you sneeze?
I do both anyway. No.
Oh my God. Imagine, because Gemma works at a Catholic school.
A very Catholic school. One of my colleagues is actually a nun. Like my direct boss is a priest.
Her direct boss is God.
So basically, I think one of the words in the spelling test this week in my year 2 class was donkey, right? And in Italian, people say like, "Oh, I'm a donkey," like if they're not very bright.
Okay, yeah.
Or like they'll say to me in English like, "Oh, I'm a total donkey," in English. Like I always spoke French, whatever. Okay, so I always do a sentence for the spelling test. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Number 3 is donkey, donkey, donkey. My favorite part of going to the beach when I was little was going on the donkey.
Yeah.
Okay, something along those lines. Maybe not as long. And obviously, like, if you call somebody a donkey, and also, like, they're little kids. So, it's like kind of a kiddie insult, right?
Yeah.
And one of them goes, "But did you know?" And their class teacher is the nun. That if somebody calls you a donkey, you should say thank you because you carried Jesus. And they were all like, mm-hmm. And I was like, uh-huh. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Isn't that you would never hear that in a British school.
No. Oh my God.
You would be pelted with eggs.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy. I was like,
Oh my God.
There was another one, but I don't remember it. Sorry.
I'm just picturing you like sat at your desk and you sneeze, and one of the kids says, "Bless you," and then God isn't real.
And then within 10 minutes, I'm at the unemployment office.
Within 10 minutes, she's signing up for Scientology.
I'm being cuffed with those red string bracelets that they wear and put in a van. Yeah. Sorry, what was the God isn't real, and what was the other one?
Have your Facebook automatically post one conspiracy theory meme each day.
Doesn't bother me at all.
No. I think I have about 75 Facebook friends.
I go in it so rarely
Mm.
but someone could have hacked me doing that, and I wouldn't know. I have the Messenger app. I don't have the normal app.
No. I don't think that
So
anyone our age really uses it anymore.
I think it's just old people.
Yeah. And they are posting conspiracy theory memes.
Yeah, exactly. So where's the line?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the Facebook one, just because I would lose my job.
Yeah.
Comment and subscribe so I can try this, and then have a job to fall back on.
Would you rather precede your name with "the real" every time you say it?
Well, yes, this one.
Or get a notification every time anyone in the world says anything negative about you?
The real.
Yeah. The real Gemma Hamilton.
The real Gemma Hamilton is waiting in the post office.
Imagine you're on the phone to the tax office and they're like, "What name is it?" "The real Gemma Hamilton."
The real Gemma Hamilton.
I love that. The real.
Yeah. Didn't matter what the second option was.
No.
Love that. I want to have the confidence of a mediocre white man.
Mm.
And I feel like that would give it to me.
I think so, yeah. Maybe you should try it.
And no one can get offended at that, because then if the men are listening and they get offended, they admit they're mediocre. Double burn!
Oh my God. Would you rather relive the moment of your birth each year on your birthday, or write a death threat to the president and mail it to the White House with your return address?
Death threat. I was thinking about doing it anyway.
Oh my God.
What about you?
I think the same. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a joint letter.
Let's just do that anyway.
Wait, do you know what we should get? We should get a stamp with the Long Sistance logo, and then we can stamp it on the bottom.
Or maybe he'll tweet about us on his little platform that he made.
Pick up the followers! my God. Someone could live stream our accidental deaths immediately after.
Oh my God, think about how many mediocre white men there would be.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Think how few teeth would be.
Dear. Would you rather tell every child you meet that they're adopted?
Okay, some law here. Okay, so the law here is that we have a younger brother. If you've listened to our podcast before, you may know. We have a younger brother called Harry. And Harry, I don't know if he has it now. I haven't spoken to him for a long time. Does he still have a speech impediment?
No, but he still does have a hard to place accent.
So Harry had many an issue as a child. And one of them was a speech impediment, but also a very odd accent. Yeah. So we collectively, the other three of us, though I feel like I was the mastermind behind it.
Yes.
What are you going to do? We decided to tell him that he was adopted
Mm-hmm.
and that we had adopted him from Poland and his real name was Boris Polski.
Because we were obviously very creative as kids, and Polski was the only Polish last name we
The
could
only
come up
Polish
with.
word we knew, despite having Lincolnshire have the biggest Polish community outside of Poland, I think.
Oh my God.
And I feel like we said we found him in a bin.
I think you're right. And still to this day, Alex calls him Boris.
Right. So, we're all doing this like harmless teasing until, it's 30 years later and Alex is still calling him Boris. To be fair to him, he took it pretty well,
Yeah.
considering his various anger issues. Like, I was never punched in the mouth.
No.
And, we thought it was all a joke until one day he went to our father and asked him if it was true. And Graham, loving to be in on a joke. Yeah, Boris, yeah.
Oh my God.
And I think we played a part in him having an identity crisis, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't regret it. It was really funny.
Hashtag childhood memories.
And I would do it
I
again.
know, especially because Mum would be like, he's not adopted. But if you're the only one saying that and everyone else
Well,
is saying
what are you
something
trying to hide? What are you trying to hide?
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, she used to get quite annoyed and would be like, yeah, because it was a closed adoption. We're not supposed to tell you. And then
Boris
one
Polski.
day, Dad had taken the boys to a drive-through and he was like, okay, so what you want? Because he didn't bother himself with saying like names of burgers and stuff. So
Yeah.
he's like, tell me what you want. Harry obviously has a speech impediment. Alex says what he wants, no issues. And then Harry's like shouting from the back what he wants. And the girl probably can't hear him from the back of the car.
Yeah.
And then also, too, he has an accent.
Mhm.
And he leans forward and in the speaker goes, don't you speak Polish? And she's like, no, sorry. And then she thought she'd been really rude.
Oh my God. I wonder
Yeah.
if he still secretly thinks he is Polish.
Don't know, but the joke came back on me because then when I grew up and became a teenager, everyone thought I was Polish. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nothing wrong with being Polish, by the way.
no, I love Poland.
Yeah,
I
we do
love
like
it.
Poland.
But people would come up to me in town and speak Polish.
Yeah.
And when I went on Erasmus, people would be like, yeah, but where are you actually from? And I was like, England. And they were like, oh, like, you're like Eastern European. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, no, I love Eastern Europe. Honestly, now I'm like, I look good today. Someone says
Yeah.
that to me.
Well, maybe we should do one of them genealogy things, and maybe we are Polish.
Maybe Harry and I are.
Maybe I was adopted this whole time.
Do you remember that day I got a letter from the hospital? Oh, you must do. I think I'd just turned 18 and I got a letter from the hospital, probably giving me my NHS number or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it obviously said Lincoln County Hospital on it.
Yeah.
And to you, because I'd taken it from the front door, and you were in the living room, and I was like, I've got a letter from the hospital. And I was like, adopted. Oh, switch to birth. That was it. Switch to birth with my fingers crossed. And Mum was behind me and she went, fucking mad.
She could not take a joke. Oh
She
my
could
God.
not.
No.
She could not.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I was not switched at birth because I look exactly like her
Yeah.
and like Dad.
Yeah.
So, why'd you say it like that? Are you jealous? Don't hate me because you hate me.
Oh my God.
Switch to birth. Can't you imagine the scene?
Telling you in a letter. Oh my God.
So, I don't think I was allowed downstairs for the rest of the week.
Oh my God.
Stand by it, top jokes.
Would you rather tell every child you meet that they're adopted, find out that your parents pay all your friends to like you?
Not paying many people. My parents gone broke.
Not paying them well enough.
Yeah, fun. But I'm so confident in my own personality now that I know that's not true. So, okay.
Yeah. I mean, a
Let's
friend's a
use some of my
friend.
parents' money and go get dinner. Friends are friend. A hole's a goal. Like, just means I can be more unhinged and they're going to have to like me anyway.
God. This is the last one.
Mm-hmm. Hit me.
Would you rather have undeniably ugly offspring
Ugh.
or throw a temper tantrum the first time you meet your in-laws? Here's the thing for me. I don't have kids. I assume that it's true that, you know, when you have your own kid, you get all those like hormones and you don't see that your kid's ugly. So there is that. But I know myself that on Animal Crossing, when I get an ugly villager move onto my island, I try to kick them off. When I play The Sims, if one of my Sims babies is ugly, I either fix it or
I pay for some help.
So I just know myself well enough to know that if I had ugly kids,
It wouldn't end well for anybody.
no.
I mean, this is also adoption. You fucking psycho.
I mean, I wouldn't kill them.
That's where this was going.
I mean, but also, I feel like I could style out a temper tantrum. The thing is also though with ugly kids, I was a very ugly kid, and
do you want them to suffer like you did?
What I was gonna say was I grew into a not ugly adult. Yeah. So, you know, there's still hope for ugly kids. If you're an ugly kid listening to this, there's hope out there. Oh, Jesus. This episode has been chaotic. Wow, that was enlightening.
I was taking it really seriously at the start.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if my neck pain got worse and my pain meds got like kicked in and I got a bit delirious.
Oh my God.
Well, let us know your answers
Hope
to
everyone's
these
okay.
questions. Hope you made it through. Wonder how many switch offs we've had. Does Spotify show you?
I mean, I think that we're both one of them. I mean, I did disconnect from the call several times.
Yeah, this is the one that gets us cancelled. And your spirit guides were like, don't do it.
Yeah, they were like, literally, I'm ending this call. Why does she keep rejoining?
My connection, it was flawless throughout. My spirit guides were like, girl, you got to learn.
There's only one way to teach some people.
And it's a public mob.
Well, this episode has been a real mishmash
Mishmatch.
of all sorts.
No, mishmash. Fuck. I was so on my high horse there. Oh, no.
Like condescending undertone, if you're correct, for God's sake. Yeah, it's been a real collection of topics.
If you made it through today, you are a real fan.
Yeah, but that's all we got. Unless you've got anything
Well,
else.
I mean, usually you come up with topics.
Yeah, true.
Don't know why you're trying to
this is-
delegate to me.
This is all on me, guys.
I am the guest star every week.
God's sake.
Well, you can't do it alone, can you?
No, some people do have podcasts on their own, and I don't know how they do it.
I would be so embarrassed.
Yeah, and there's some really popular podcasts that are just one person talking, and I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. I wouldn't have enough material to talk about with myself, you know?
Yeah, because at least like with a conversation, obviously, like somebody's giving you something back.
Yeah.
But to just no. Also, like I can't imagine listening to that.
Yeah.
Just like one singular person.
No, I've never listened to any like that.
To
Anyways.
each their own.
Yeah. So, yeah, that'll do it for this week, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So,
Yeah, thank you very much, team.
yeah, we'll be back again next Wednesday. Hopefully a bit less chaotic.
But probably not.
Probably not. Honestly, you never
Depends
know
on the
what you
week
can
I've had.
get. Yeah.
But also, isn't Mercury in retrograde now?
Ooh, good point. I think it might be, yeah.
Maybe that's why my neck hurts.
Your spine's in retrograde.
It feels like it is. Christ. It feels like I slept with my neck in retrograde. And the rest of my body's like, girl, what are you doing? The rest of my body's trying to keep it together.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that time that you slept badly?
Yes. Oh my God. I was probably 14. And you know when you sleep on your neck and you wake up and you're like, oh, fuck, I've slept on my neck. Like, it's got like that.
It's like a crick in your neck.
A crick in your neck. And it hurts to turn your head certain ways. Well, I'd had that. And I was in a lot of pain.
Which now I can believe because it never really happened to me before.
Yeah, I got absolutely zero sympathy from anyone in that house, but particularly from our mother. And she made me go and like clean out the rabbit cage. I had to clean this rabbit hutch, like barely able to move my body. No sympathy
That's
from anyone.
hideous. I should have laughed and trying to make you laugh.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was a terrible time. Terrible time.
Oh my God, I just remember you sat like a statue on the sofa with like a pillow in your lap.
Yeah. And if I wanted to move, I had to like move my entire body.
I think that's why we're so funny, because we never got any sympathy for anything.
No, none.
Like, honestly, when I came out of hospital after that cap, they were
Mhm.
probably like, "Go on then, tidy your room."
Goodness me. Anyway, last minute law drop.
I just try and get them all in as much as possible. They're gonna run out of them soon.
Well, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.